Warriors, Ripple XRP, their last two big investments. The connections are deep. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, I'm here to share with you guys deep down the rabbit hole. Instead of just looking at the news, let's go deeper into the investments and the infrastructure of the blockchain technology that you're invested in. Now, I'm a big fan of XRP because I'm an ex-banker. I understand the protocol. But I'm also not a maximalist in any type of cryptocurrency. I'm someone who helps people understand and educates them into the quantum financial system in the crypto space. I'm also somebody who's looking broader at building generational wealth. So if you'd like to join my academy, you get access to my exact portfolio, exit strategy, cryptocurrency calls. We're now doing live day trading Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that launches next week, gem hunting every single week. We also have a 120-day challenge. That is the key factor to our academy. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, showing you exactly how I live my life, and a course on how I reprogram my subconscious mind to wealth. All right, so if you click the description in this video, you will join our academy for 90% off. 100% money back guarantee, no risk. So let's jump right into this. So now the key is to understand the connections and the cryptos that you're invested in and what's happening. So we can look at price predictions all day. We can look at the charts all day, but really, is it that important in the short term? Or is this about a long-term game? Because the biggest shift in generational wealth is right now. And as I'm learning from high-level mentors, it's not just about cryptocurrency warriors. You need to understand that baby boomers are the biggest part of this shift in generational wealth. About 35% of the population is baby boomers, and about 45% of the wealth sits in that population. Think about how many trillions of dollars of assets is not only going to flood into the crypto space, the new blockchain technologies, but there's a whole shift happening that you will understand here in the future. So let's start with this. Bank of America calls CBDCs more effective than cash in research note. The second largest bank said that the rise of CBDCs are inevitable. Bank of America called central bank digital currencies much more effective payment system than cash in research paper published Wednesday. The Charlotte, North Carolina-based second largest in US by total assets said that CBDCs could replace cash completely in the distant future, not the near future, the distant future. The report comes amid surging interest among central banks. A May report by Blockchain Infrastructure Platform Buys and Trails found that 80% of central banks are exploring the use cases involving CBDCs, with 40% already testing proof of concept programs, okay? Now, we all know we're going to go deep down the rabbit hole with Ripple. I'm going to continue to share with you guys the connections, okay? If we look here, we know that Bank of America's executive list lid on Ripple and Bank of America's partnership. This is why I truly believe Warren Buffett increased his position in Bank of America by 10%. His second biggest holding is Bank of America, and he closed out of many bank stocks, but increased his position in only one bank, Bank of America, because he knows the connection. So we know that Bank of America is connected to Ripple, and now we have Bank of America right here touting that CBDCs are more effective than cash. Well, duh, right? Let's continue on. So we've been talking a lot about the DCG group, okay? And you guys are messaging me. Also, BitBoy is talking heavily about the DCG group. And I want to show you the deep connections they have to Ripple. He brought that up today on his video. Now, I want to show you, this is right from the Digital Currency Group website. So you can go right to the Digital Currency Group. You can subscribe. Only 21,000 people have watched this video. There's only 976 subscribers because everybody's watching the Steve Will Do It videos, watching him get high off 420 milligrams, 2,000 milligrams of THC, instead of focusing on the biggest shift in generational wealth. We're watching Tekashi 6ix9ine videos and Watt videos instead of focusing on the biggest shift in generational wealth. I will get off my soapbox. Let's continue. So we're going to watch this video, okay? Now this is Product Vision Global Cross-Border Payments. This is Ripple presenting to the DCG group.
But the Interledger Protocol is just a protocol. This is just technology. A technology and a protocol alone are just building blocks. They allow us to build the necessary features to efficiently process low-value payments across networks for the first time. We've designed a tailored set of features for interbank cross-border transactions We package them into an enterprise-grade solution we call Ripple Connect. And Ripple Connect is sold to banks to allow them to process low-value payments with other banks around the world. On the schematic here, you can see these icons of banks with the blue boxes underpinning them. That's there to represent connection points to the Interledger protocol through Ripple Connect. So when we ship Ripple, we accomplish two things. We wire banks into the Interledger protocol first. And the second thing is we wire the networks those banks are connected to into the Interledger protocol. So a payment going between two banks is also, with our technology, is able to be relayed into the networks that those banks are connected to. So on the illustration here on the graphic, you see ACH, Alipay, PayPal, Visa. The idea here is that a bank connected to the ACH network using Ripple Connect can send a transaction into the PayPal network or the Alipay network through the banks that are running Ripple Connect and are in turn connected to those networks. Of course, a common protocol makes it possible to build a single product interface to service all global cross-network payments. And that's really our vision. So to draw an analogy, where Stripe solves pay-ins with a streamlined interface, Ripple is solving global payouts.
We'll just leave it right there. Ripple solves global payouts. Okay, let's move on. So we know that they're connected heavily with the DCG group. I'd highly recommend you go watch BitBoy's video. He does series 1. He just did series 2 today around the DCG group. Okay, he does a great job of breaking that down. Okay, so we know that Ripple is highly connected. So let's go into Ripple's top 2 recent investments. So it's important to follow the money flows. Where is the money going? So I got this off Crunchbase Pro. This is a great place to go to for research. I do a lot of my research off of here looking at individuals and corporations, okay? So the thing that I look at is where is the money flowing? Where are the 1% sending their money? And that's how I make my financial decisions and my investments. I'm not focusing on the millionaires. I'm focusing on the multi-millionaires and billionaires and the people who are controlling the economic system. So Ripple's latest 2 investments, the first one, July 1st, 2021, was Mintable. That should sound familiar to you due to a Shark Tank star just investing in Mintable, okay? And then the next one was on June 21st, 2021, was Securitize. So we're going to take a deep dive on both of those. So Mintable, if you look at this, Ripple partnered with Mintable. Today, we're excited to announce our investment in Mintable. Now, this is a couple-week-old news, an NFT marketplace that allows users to seamlessly create, buy, and sell digital items using fiat cryptocurrencies. As tokenization launches into the mainstream, we believe that the ability to digitally sign assets, sell on a blockchain, and receive real income from subsequent sales will create the tipping point for widespread crypto adoption. The gaming industry is already ahead of the curve. In 2020 alone, the gaming saw consumers spend a collective $54 billion on virtual goods to own, trade, and sell. And this only is the beginning. NFTs has a long-term potential to accelerate the creator economy, inspire new business models, and open access to broader participation in the modern financial system. Okay, so we know that Ripple invested $13 million in Mintable. Okay, they partnered with Mintable. And then we had Mark Cuban backed NFT marketplace Mintable raised $13 million. The funding will be used to scale the company's operation and boost its growth and user acquisition initiatives. Mintable, the non-fungible token marketplace backed by billionaire celebrity Mark Cuban, has raised $13 million in a Series A funding round from investors, including digital asset issuer Ripple. Mintable said the round was oversubscribed. Investors also include an Monaco brand, Mercer, the NFT investment funded backed by crypto enthusiast Meta Coben, John Origino, the founder of the executive chairman of Shutterstock, and Doug Band, a former partner. I didn't need to read all that. The funding will be used to scale Mintable's operation and boost its growth and efforts. Okay, so we know Mark Cuban, funding round, Mintable. Okay, their next investment was Securitize. Okay, so we're going to dive into this now. So let's go over to Securitize. Okay, we'll take a look at their top investors. So Ripple is a top investor in there, and there's one that I want you to focus on here. So we're going to go back to Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is a top investor. Now, Morgan Stanley is a subsidiary of Morgan Stanley. You guys understand who Morgan Stanley is? Let's click on here. It's all connected, warriors. So let's go to morganstanley.com. So we know Morgan Stanley is one of the biggest financial organizations in the world. Okay, so Morgan Stanley's invested in Securitize along with Ripple. It's all connected, warriors. So we take a look at Securitize's investors. You got SBI. Who's SBI connected to? Ripple. Okay. We got Xspring. That is part of Ripple's infrastructure. Okay. Which I think Xspring uses XRP. Okay. Don't quote me on that. I think it's true. We got blockchain.com, which is heavily invested. Coinbase Ventures, which attaches back to, comment down below, the DCG Group, right? DCG Group is a subsidiary of Coinbase and runs CoinDesk. Okay, so I just want to share this with you guys. This is their top 2 investments that they just did recently. We got Mintable, Securityrise. And so people get so hyped up on what's happening with Bill Hinman, the SEC lawsuit. Warriors, Ripple and XRP is not going anywhere. It is one of the best, most undervalued digital assets in history. Now, I don't care if you invest in XRP. What I care is that you open up your mind and awareness to the possibilities for you to take advantage of the biggest shift in generational wealth. Now, what I'm learning through education, I'm an avid learner, I'm working with a mentor now, is that it's not just about cryptocurrency. It's not just about cryptocurrency. The biggest shift in generational wealth has a lot to do with the baby boomers. 45% of the wealth sits with the baby boomers that are 50 years and older, and that's 35% of our population. These people are retiring. They want to get out of their businesses and their jobs. They also are struggling to move into this new blockchain environment, Web 3.0. So there's a big shift. So people like us who understand blockchain, who understand technology, who understand business and understand that money's very cheap, there is a great opportunity for you to become one of the wealthiest people in the world with very little capital. That's a fact, warriors. So I'm going to continue to bring information to you. I'm going to bring guest speakers on here, people that are going to blow your mind. I'm going to bring Ken Mack back on here. It's going to be a beautiful conversation, hopefully on a weekly basis, to help educate you guys on how these multimillionaires and billionaires are doing it. I'm going to expose the game to you so you can take advantage of the biggest shift in generational wealth. The fact is there's enough money for all of us to become multimillionaires. Here's why 1% of the population owns 97% of the wealth. Because the 1% thinks completely different. They live in an abundant state of mind and they understand the law of money. When you get money, you make the money make money. Assets make money, assets buy liabilities. The problem is you've been born into a system that keeps you just over broke. It's by design. So the reason why you get money, you lose money. You get your tax return, you go to Disneyland. You get to Christmas, you put it on credits because you're born into a debt-based society. And so what we help you do is surround you with a community to break free from that paradigm, to open up your mind and awareness to a new possibility. That's how I went from being completely transparent with you, losing my money completely a year and a half ago, from making my money 3 times. But why did I keep losing it? My subconscious mind was broken. I shifted it. I changed it. I still constantly focus on it. I'm bringing on mentors who understand the game, and I'm learning from them and soaking up the information and sharing it with you guys. So that's the key to this, warriors. It is your time. So if you want to join our private Warrior Academy, click the link down below. If you want to join our free Facebook group or free Discord. But what you can do, warriors, is sit on your hands, because the biggest shift in generational wealth is truly here. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Let's go.